Well, from time to time when we discuss the land question with people, especially this Johnny come to Joburg, who are singing the land, everyone is singing about the land. Well, and we discover that these people do not understand what we're talking about. That's why they want us to answer the land question today, because we're in the Ministry of Land and Rural Development. And we discover that then these guys do not understand exactly what they were talking about. In simple terms, my dear brother, we're not talking about the land, we're talking about the wealth of this nation, the economics. The land, we mean everything below, above, on air, the wealth of this nation. That is what is of concern to us. My dear brother, let me start with you with the question of why must we trust us? It's a very unfortunate situation you find yourself in. The political landscape in South Africa has, leadership is a collective process. Even those who are being led have a responsibility. Not to ask how far the leaders. They have a role to play, an active role to play. That is leadership. Now, once the followers abdicate their responsibility, do you know what you find? You find these things that the ANC does, poverty alleviation program, and people get one plate of food and go home, find poverty waiting at the door. In that program of poverty alleviation, there's a big banner of hundreds of thousands saying today we are in a program of poverty alleviation. And you sit down and look at that event and you wonder, what is alleviating poverty about that whole setup? Nothing. So I'm saying to you, when we talk about the land, my dear brother, we mean the economic strength. Even those who are in the stock exchange and the reserve banks, and today they want to claim that, no, we're not owning any land. Ours is insurance companies. Those insurance companies are business entities in our republic, done with our citizens. Therefore, we have a say. Let's get down to the second question. My dear brother, I said it to you earlier on that there's something fundamentally wrong with us South Africans. Somebody was saying, even in cabinet meetings. GNA, yes, on the GNA meetings. That expectation is a child of the sensationalization of politics by the media. As a result, political parties and political leaders followed suit. Hence, you find a senior cadre like Helen Zille from a private meeting that has got potential of collapsing the whole government and taking to Twitter. How careless can that be? What brings about the need from her side to go to tweet? Sensationalization. What makes a leader of such a big organization, Fikile Mbalula, to go to tweet and be extremely irresponsible about sensitive information? Is sensationalization. So even our journalists today, my dear brother, there's little investigative journalism. Journalism is done on social media, is half-cooked journalism with little investigation. You find a journalist with confidence on TV saying a lot of nothing, allowing politicians to get away with murder. So I'm saying to you, leadership is a collective process of leaders and those that are being led. So South Africans themselves, the mess they are in is the type of setup they deserve. It is of their own making. Every society, let me tell you this, my dear brother, every society deserves their leader. Establish who is this leader? Who is he from? There's no leader who fell from the sky and just people were surprised to see him. Even the most horrific leader the world has ever seen, at some stage, there were fellow countrymen singing his name, convincing others that he's the best. So we are. I'm saying all this to say to you, we are not in the business of insulting people. If there's one thing you must hold the PAC and its leaders accountable for, one big thing you must hold us accountable for. If the GNU collapses, don't be of our making. You will never see us do anything irresponsible that is going to jeopardize the stability of the GNU. Comrade Zungula, let's teach you this as a homework to go home with. we understand democratic centralism very clear. In our organization, how we run that organization, democratic centralism is a key principle that says, if you have a view, you bring your view, you have got the right to canvass your view, you bring it to the meeting. Once your views does not see the light of day, no need for qualms. You understand, your maturity must kick in and understand that in politics, we contest ideas with better ideas. Meaning your idea today was not better, the better ideas of the light of day. We don't fight. We don't even throw things. We don't start those things of posting ugly pictures on each other's Twitter accounts. That's being childish. We must face the reality for what it is. You went all out with your research, tried to convince us. We're not convinced. And here we are where we are. Whether Msholozi is ill-treated, whether Malema is ill-treated, I treat them like non-voters in South Africa. If they take a decision not to come to a GNU caucus, we are going to take decisions like we take decisions for people who are saying, we are staying at home as Zingeni. Even if I was Zingeni, our decisions are going to be binding to your life. So even if Nabo, they continue with operating outside buildings, Zingeni, decisions are going to be taken that are including in their lives, and they are going to be binding. That's democratic centralism. When you do not have the necessary numbers, you appreciate the democracy as it happens. You speak as according to your volume advised by the numbers.